Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, glory unto Yahawah, by Sham, Yahawashi, by Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great wisdom that taught us His truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, 144,000 men pushing this truth and wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. It's the Yahawah back with another lesson. Yahawah desires edifying, so let's get right into it. You know, as we come into these hard times, which is actually Jacob's trouble, you know, as we see that the world is going into chaos, the RFID chip is being pushed, you know, the vaccinations are being pushed, you know, now more than ever so that we need wisdom, we need understanding, we need the grace and mercy of Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, you know. And this lesson is to just to give you, just to bring you back into remembrance of your first love. The first thing that kept us warm, the first thing that kept us away from harm, which is ultimately Yahawah Sham Yahawashi. But it's the wisdom of Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, the wisdom of His laws, the wisdom of His customs. Okay? So let's get it. Let's go to Second Chronicles chapter 1 and verse 12. Second Chronicles chapter 1, verse 12. Wisdom and knowledge is granted unto thee, and I will give thee riches and wealth and honor, such as none of the kings have had that have been before thee, neither shall there any after thee have the like. So wisdom and honor, wisdom and knowledge is granted unto thee, and I will give thee riches and wealth and honor. So at one point, when we had the understanding of these scriptures, and we was keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, we were wealthy, we were rich, we were the salt, we were exalted very highly in the earth. Okay, but we turned our back on this wisdom. All right, but now we see that we're coming into a time where this wisdom is only given unto the children of Israel, but this wisdom and understanding is going to be the stability of our times. It's what's going to keep us warm in Jacob's trouble. When the famine hits, when the nuclear fire hits, you know, when FEMA camps, concentration camps hit, these words and this wisdom and this mercy and grace that the Lord has given us now is going to be what enables us to continue strong and steadfast in this faith. Having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of who Yahawah really loves and who He is. Not calling Him Jesus Christ. Not calling yourself a Christian and an African, but calling yourself your true nationality. And these are the things that are going to give us grace and understanding and strength in Jacob's trouble. All right? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom. Let me start at 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power hath commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. So whatever land we were sent to, whatever land we were scattered unto, we were supposed to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, but we didn't. But now, in the land of our captivities, we're remembering ourselves. We're seeing and acknowledging that there is a battle between Esau and Jacob. Okay, evil and good. All right. Verse 6. Therefore, keep and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Verse 7, for what nation is there so great who hath the Most High so nigh unto them? You see? So they're going to say that when they see that we are truly acting out the righteous acts and the holy commandment that the Lord has given us. Okay? As the Lord, our power is in all things that we call upon Him for. See, Salakia. And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous all this law, which I set before you this day? So that just shows you that no other nation was given these laws, statutes, and commandments. So technically, they cannot sin. Okay, because what is a sin? Let's go to 1 John. Salakia. 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth a sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. So only the people who were given this law can sin. See? But we didn't keep them. But now we are remembering ourselves and going back into our righteous status. Okay? But not everybody. Only the 2/3. Only the elect, the 144,000, Salakia. Because we are a rebellious nation. We don't want the truth. We want to be called animals. We want to be called beasts of the field. We want to celebrate Christmas. We want to celebrate birthdays. We want to celebrate Valentine's Day. We want to celebrate, and all of these customs come from who? These heathens. These heathens, they have destroyed us round about. Everything about us, they have destroyed and replaced it with their wickedness. But we can't see it. But the elect do. The men who are hearkening to the Lord Yahawashi in these last days do. And they have been a beacon to this nation, unto all these nations. That's why in Matthew, what does the Lord say? That's in Matthew. Hold on, let me get that right quick. Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. See, so the Lord has given back to certain men the wisdom and knowledge and understanding to preach unto all nations, and then the end shall come. So we know that not everybody's going to get this. All right? Just like not everybody hearkened unto Noah when he was telling them that a flood was coming. Okay? So let me go back to Revelation chapter 2 and verse 4. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 4. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. What is our first love? Our first love was Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawashi. Love is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? That was our first love. We turned our backs onto Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawashi like a woman that cheated on her husband. Okay? Verse 5. Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent and do the first works. You see, it was the men of Israel's first job to do this work. That was our first job on this earth, to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and to teach not only our children and our nation, but the whole world. To do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and remove thy candlestick out of its place, except thou repent. You see? See? So we were supposed to repent and listen unto the Lord, but we didn't. Okay? We haven't listened. And there are 2/3 of people who don't want to listen, so they must die. All right? There are people who are going to die. And that's not me saying it. That's the scripture saying it. Let's go to Revelation chapter 19. Revelation chapter 19 and verse 7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. Who is his wife? We are Yahawashi's wife. The nation of Israel are a wife unto the Lord. Okay? The nation of Israel are a wife unto the Lord. All right? And I'm going to prove it. Yahawashi. Romans 12, Salakia, 12 and 1. All right? I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So that was our first works, to sacrifice ourselves on this earth, to do this work, to preach this gospel unto all nations, unto our people, unto our children, to be despised, just like Yahawashi was despised when he walked the earth and told them the things to come. We are being despised and hated, called rapists, called dummies. You believing in this stupid book, The Lord has put these spirits on these men to do this work, man. Who are you to call them any type of name? The Lord is giving these men the spirit to do these things. Even if you can't agree with it, it is all from the Lord. Okay? Man's goings are of the Lord. How can he then understand his own way? All right? So all things coming from him. All right? Let me get 1 John chapter 4. Salakia. 1 John. Peter. Chapter 4 and verse 19. Salakia. We love him because he first loved us. That's why we do this work. Because we know that Yahawashi gave us mercy and showed us love. That he went on the cross to die for his nation of people. He accepted that lot to be the sacrifice unto us. For us in front of the Lord Yahawah. The Lord is not a respecter of persons. Yahawashi is our lawyer unto the ultimate judge, But he's the mediator to our judge. But Yahawashi, he went on the cross for us. He went on the cross for us to get this information, for us to understand these words in these last times, for us to come back and hearken diligently unto him before the earth is completely burned with fire. Okay? Let me get Luke chapter 21 and verse 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed by both parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sakes. But there shall not a hair of your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. See? So we know. If we remember in our first love, and in their patience of waiting for Yahawashi, right? We are preserving our souls into salvation. Rawchaa. Okay? And when ye see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. You see? So the point I'm trying to bring out is that the point to doing this work is to remembering the first love, to presenting yourself as a sacrifice unto the nations, unto your nation who is not going to receive you. Not everybody's going to receive you. Why not? Because the truth is only given unto the elect, and 1/3 of women and children. Okay, so there are going to be people who are going to scoff and mock and laugh at you and not believe your words and think that you're crazy. But so what, man? Have faith in the Lord. Have faith in the wisdom of Yahawashi. Okay? Because through him, we gain salvation. All right? By hearkening back unto our customs and hearkening back unto our laws and statutes and commandments that the Lord gave us, we do the thing that is pleasing in the sight of the Lord. Okay? We do the thing that is pleasing in the sight of the Lord. And why do we do these things? Why are these men pushing this word so fervently? Because let's go to James. Let's go to James. Salakia. You're asking yourself, why he's so serious about this? What does it matter? How can he be so, all he cared about is this? Because this is all that matters. This is the only thing that makes any sense anymore. Nothing else in this world is making sense. Everything is upside down. Men want to be women. Women want to be men. Children want to be, children are losing their gender. Children are being taught that it's okay to be a transsexual, a transvestite. They're being taught, they're being read books by men in drag. This whole place has to go. All right? Salaki, let me get James. It's right here. James chapter 2. Chapter 5, Salakia. James chapter 5. And verse 20. Let's start at 19, and then we close it out. Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth, and one convert him, let him know, verse 20, let him know that he which converts a sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death. So we don't want to see it. We want to see the elect make it. We want to see the people who are supposed to gain salvation make it. We want to see the people who are meant to be rulers in this world in righteousness and holiness under Yahawah Sham Yahawashi in a holy righteous hierarchy. We want to see those men make it. We want to be acknowledged by those men. You know? And when I say acknowledged, I mean not praised by that, but we want to show the Lord that we are doing what he's told us to do. And why? Because, let me read it again. Let him know that he which converted the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins. So we know that by doing this work and we convert a man to come back into Yahawashi Sham Yahawashi, we hide a multitude of sins. You know, and if that's not mercy and grace for doing an acceptable service with the Lord, he don't have to give us nothing for this. But we are doing it and wholehearted, sincerely, hoping to gain salvation, hopefully to show the Lord that we are thankful for this truth. We are thankful for him going on that cross. We are thankful for him sacrificing himself to give us this truth in these last days. Okay? So, with that, I want to give again all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, by Shem Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144,000 men pushing this truth in wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. Until next time, Shalom.